Hello and welcome to TheW.A.SPodcast. Welcome to Mondays with Willie. I hope you're excited for your week up ahead. I hope you've done your daily ritual or your weekly ritual in readiness. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you that subscribe, thank you for listening to the previous episode. I am excited and happy to be doing this again on another Monday. Thank God to make it to another Monday. Looking forward to the week up ahead. So by the way, I did do the Mapogo business theory, which will be released this week. Had to make a few changes or a few adjustments to the initial video that should have been released last week, but circumstances. And so last week's episode for Mondays with Willie, which was done on a Tuesday, will be released this week. It should be released tomorrow. So I hope you listen to it. I did speak about everything I promised. So I'm excited to listen to your feedback after you do listen to it. So let's get into today's Monday. Okay, so what about today's Monday? So today's Monday is going to be shoot your shot. That's basically what I want to say to people. Shoot your shot. And I'm going to touch on what I have done in the recent past and how shooting my shot got me a meeting with someone who's big on marketing, someone who's got a good marketing portfolio, and I think has done marketing for some of the biggest brands in South Africa and generally all over the world. And I think you do know him. He's growing quite a big showing on socials and has got a big audience. And I think I am a diligent listener of his work, and I love his content. I love what he talks about, and I'm getting some interesting, views on marketing and online content and how I can basically improve my customer base and also just, grow my brand. So one morning, right, here I am. It's a weekend, actually. It's a Saturday, and I'm sitting on my bed resting, with the power situation. Okay, so I'm thinking, what am I gonna do today? So I'm going through my socials, and I come across this guy who's talking about a particular South African brand. I think it is owned by Casper. Talking about a particular brand called Biliato. Okay, I think it's owned by Casper. Or Casper is a major shareholder or something like that. And so Biliato is an alcohol brand, okay, and he's basically advising Casper on how to go about marketing this product and growing its brand. Okay, and then it starts to make sense, and I'm like, wait a minute, this guy, that makes sense. And then he actually tells or advises Casper to come up with a song, like something like a buzzword around it, and then and he sort of like says that's going to help you grow your sales, that kind of thing, or at least grow awareness around it. So of course he's making a random video, right? So whether Casper did it or not, I'm not too sure. But then what I did notice is the next time I watched him, okay, another Jesus Christ. Phone is ringing. Just hold on. So what I did notice is that another celebrity in SA followed his advice, did the same thing for her product, and what happened is a buzzword was created around her product, and then her sales, her brand, her product grew. It just skyrocketed, and she got numbers and all that kind of stuff. And so as I kept following this individual, I then thought, listen, I'm trying to grow a brand on my own, okay? I'm trying to penetrate the software development industry with my small company, ByteHub, right? And then I'm thinking, how do I do it? Because of course, you're going up against some of these bigger software companies like Probase and them and all that, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be easy. And then also, how do you then grow your brand to stand out? Okay, how do you then grow your products? So just to touch on that, for us, we are a little different from your conventional software development companies, right? We are more into our own products. So 75% of our work is primarily focused on our internal innovations, and then 25% is extended to external clients, okay, who we serve diligently and very aggressively, try and give them a market worthy product, okay? And one of our recent products, again, that we just released, just to touch on that, this is me doing like a biliato. Yeah, so is called Zwini. There's a whole launch video being prepared for that. Okay, so I will be sharing it also maybe in my next video, so that you can see what we're trying to do with Zwini. So Zwini is basically an events management and ticketing platform. Again, not your conventional or traditional events management and ticketing platform. It's something that we have created to basically create an ecosystem and basically give promoters a seamless ticketing experience, okay? And then you have our primary focus is on the promoters, not the buyers, okay? I think the buyers is a given, okay, but we're trying to work with the promoters and see how best we can basically give them something to improve their events management, streamline their ticketing process, improve their data driven, or give them data that would help them make better or informed decisions, okay? So that's a whole different topic. But yeah, so thinking about that, I then thought, wait a minute, how can I get in touch with this person, or how can I speak to this person? So you'll notice that in most of his videos, he has his email, right? And of course you're thinking, can this individual even respond to my email? So guess what, guys? On that day, committed as I was, I'm like, you know what? I'm sending this man an email. So there I am, what I do. And this is why there's the saying that hey, I've forgotten that saying, but I think it says something like something about luck and preparation, right? And honestly, I was lucky, but I was also prepared, because in my mail, what I did was I sent to him my company profile. I shared with him my ideas and what I am doing and how I basically want to convert my products into successful businesses. Okay, I gave him a summary of that in my email. So I sent this email. By the way, the individual I'm talking about is Arnold Mohapi. Please look at him, follow him, subscribe, and listen to his content, guys. One thing that I appreciate is he's within the 2030. I think he's I don't know his exact age. May he not crucify me for this, but I think he's in and around 2030s. Okay, he could be in his early 30s or maybe mid 30s down to mid or late 20s, so it's someone that's successful, and someone that's speaking about marketing in and around that age should show you that you too are able to do it, or you can learn or pick up something, and conversations with him are relatable. So anyway, I sent this individual mail, right? And 2 or 3 days go past, and I'm thinking, of course, your typical famous or popular behavior when it comes to these big guys. But then guess what? I think like 4 or 5 days later, I received mail, and I'm looking at it, like my business mail, of course, wilson.simonza@bitehub.co. If you want to get in touch, if you need any software development services, get in touch. So yeah, so I see this mail, and he responds, and I check, and it's Arnold Mohabi, and I am shocked. For like 5 minutes, I don't open the mail. You know what I mean? For like 5 minutes, I don't open the mail. I'm just there, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the fact that I received mail from Arnold Mohabi. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, if I open it, does it mean, I want it to be there, I want it to stand out. So I leave it unopened for like 5 minutes, and then finally I open it, and here it is. And you can honestly tell that it's actually him, because the response is personal. It's, it's direct. And he actually says, listen, I saw your mail, was a little bit held up, couldn't respond immediately, but I spent some time and I've read your company profile and seen some of the products that you are working on, and let's set up a call, let's set up a meeting at your earliest convenience, and let's talk about this further so that I can fully understand what you're trying to do. Okay? And then I'm like, wait, this is Arnold Mohabi, right? So anyway, so I then, I respond. You have to be professional, man. I was going to be like, I was too excited, so I had to give you like an hour or so, because you can't respond too early again. He's supposed to know you also. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to know you're a guy somewhere. Not a big guy, but he's also supposed to know a little something. So I puffed out my cheeks, chilled a bit, did a few things, and then I responded to him, okay? And then, we set up the meeting. I will share the screenshot, because I actually asked for permission, so I will share the screenshot so that you can see that. Yeah. So anyway, so then we met, and guess what? I met twice with this individual. We've met online twice. He is an amazing individual. He is a great person, and in our first meeting, I prepared this whole presentation, but honestly speaking, he's just as human as we are, and he just wants to listen and see how he can help. Okay? And so we set up the meeting, and I had this whole presentation. I was so nervous and stuff like that. And then when I saw him, he's just like, hi, Willie, because, my Gmail is Willie. You know what I mean? Hi, Willie, how are you? And I was just, for 2 seconds, I was just quiet. And I'm like, Arnold Mohabi, you have no idea how I've been looking forward to this. And I think he could tell, like, but he was playing calm, you know what I mean? Because, he didn't want to make it a fun kind of meeting, so anyway, back to it. I got professional. We spoke. He asked me about my business, asked me about my goals, asked me about what I am trying to work on and how I want to improve it, and we did speak, and I told him what my goals are and how I want to grow this company, and how then he asked me about my product, Zwini. Okay. And I explained to him what I am thinking and how it's a bit different from your conventional event marketing and ticketing platforms. And I think he liked it, and then, we set up a meeting for another time where we were now speaking in detail. And what I want to say is, recently I was watching a video of a lady who was basically saying something like, I would love for you to help me with marketing my product, but I'm pretty sure you're expensive, because he's very good at what he does. So he comes out as a prestigious, premium kind of individual. But to be honest with you, after my conversation with him, I think in Zambian kwacha per month is about 22,000 kwacha, for 3 months. So they do like a 3-month sprint, and in Zambian kwacha it's about 22,000, okay, a month, which should be affordable. Okay, for a startup, what are you looking at spending? 5 pin? You know what I mean? Come on, don't be delusional. So he charges about 22,000 kwacha a month, which is somewhat negotiable. Okay, and then after that 3 month period, he then says, because I told him, listen, I don't think at the moment I can afford you like that. Okay, because first of all, I'm not even too sure how the product's gonna do. Okay, so let me get back to my finance team and then see what we can do. Okay. So what I realized was, which is something we're gonna talk about next week Monday, is scaling too quickly. Okay. So what I realized was, for now, I don't need him just yet. Okay, because first of all, I'm still in my beta stage. I'm still trying to get back feedback from people, see how the product will do, see if the UX UI is friendly, you see if the user experience is excellent, and just keep improving based on the little feedback I'm getting. Yeah, so after that conversation, I told him, listen, I'll get back to you. And when I did get back to my finance team and the rest of the team, of course, we did decide, well, right now it may be too quick to get into that place. So we decided to hold on a little bit and give it a few months. But then when we go back to when we talked about the finances, it was genuinely affordable for 3 months for someone who promises or assures you and has a proven record for driving sales and basically growing your brand, and can give you that that basically product roadmap in terms of marketing and help you build this product and get it out there, and basically just gain your traffic. We thought it was affordable. So listen, look him up. Just look at him. You don't have to send him an email. You can follow him and learn from him. Okay, he's good at what he does, and I think he's got a proven track record based off what I have seen so far. Okay, so yeah. So I mean, bottom line is, listen, for those of us who are looking for investors or investment into our products or companies, and we may be a bit shy or a bit skeptical about sending that mail to a particular potential investor, honestly, shoot your shot. Do it. Get it out there. Let them not respond if they don't want to. Let them not respond. If you believe in your product, the value of your product is not determined by someone else's assumption. Okay, if you know your product is quality, shoot your shot. If they don't respond, it's their loss. Okay, so yeah, guys. So on Mondays with the Willie today, just shoot your shot. Believe in yourself and know that you're worthy of a response. And if you don't get one, it's not because you're not worthy of a response. It's because the other person just doesn't see the value, and that's not your fault. Okay, yeah. So shoot your shot, guys. Happy Monday. Let's enjoy the week ahead. Be productive, stay blessed, and of course, subscribe. Share. Okay? Yeah, so thank you guys for listening. Enjoy the rest of the week. Cheers.